Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween. Today's video I'm going to be doing another one of those picking a top 10 list out of a bag videos. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for Halloween as a specific Halloween video, and I thought doing a Halloween themed top 10 list would be fun, but I didn't want to just pick something that I thought would be popular. I figured I'd pick something random and that would just make this a little bit more fun and challenging. So if you'd like to know what that list is and what I choose, since I don't know at this point, then keep watching. Transparency purposes, I have a lot of weird makeup on my face. I am doing a test run of Halloween makeup. I don't know if I'm going to be wearing this around the house by myself for Halloween, but I thought since I'm filming a Halloween themed video, doing a test run of my Halloween makeup might be fun. This is what I wore last year, only I have more eyes. So we'll see how this works out. I know I look even more attractive than I normally look, but I hope you like it. This video is going to go up either on Halloween or the day before Halloween, so I'm not sure exactly when this video is going to go up, but in any case, let's get into the video. So I have my adjectives. I'm going to be, instead of pulling them out of my kitty ear bag, I brought my wizard hat. If you're wondering, yes, I do wear this around the house. So how these videos go is I put these pieces of paper in here. How these videos go, and I've only done one, is I have a list of adjectives or a bunch of adjectives, and then I have a bunch of scenarios. So this will help me choose what top 10 lists to bring you guys, since there's so many top 10 lists out there. So these are all Halloween themed things. So these aren't the normal list, but these will be added, at least the adjectives will be added to the other ones. So I can probably do Halloween themed videos. Okay, ready to choose? And it's going to be scary. Perfect. So it's going to be the top 10 scary fragrances for, putting the scenarios in, there's not that many, so I couldn't think of too many things for Halloween. And top 10 scary fragrances for to sit at home and eat all the candy. So this is what my Halloween's gonna be like, so this is perfect. Sit at home and eat all the candy. So the top 10 scary fragrances for Halloween to sit at home and eat all the candy. Let's get into this list. Okay, I've spent probably the last half an hour to 45 minutes figuring out how I wanted to interpret scary fragrances to sit at home and eat candy, to then also picking out. So I chose two different ways to do it. One are gourmand fragrances, and the other are more challenging fragrances, or fragrances that in my mind evoke like fear or something that you might not wear around everybody. Even if they are beloved fragrances, some of them are known for being a little more powerful or a little bit more intimidating than others. So let's get into that list. The first one is a fragrance that is both challenging, delicious, a beautiful gourmand, and intimidating for a lot of people. And it's Angel from Thierry Mugler. Now, the reason why I chose Angel is this one of those fragrances that is highly recognizable and fills a room. So if you're sitting at home and you wanted to wear a fragrance that you maybe can't wear to work, or you can't wear around specific people because it just makes their eyes water, and you're just gonna sit at home and fill your belly with Starbursts and Kit Kats, and you wanna smell delicious, this is a great fragrance. It's not super scary, but it is more on the intimidating side because of its crazy amounts of performance and projection and sillage. I mean, it's legendary. So I thought this would be a fun one to include. This next one is one that I personally love. It's one of my favorite fragrances from Guerlain Perfumes, but it can be on the challenging side for some people. Not everybody likes it. It's a little bit harder to understand, but it is at the same time really a fantastic fragrance that I immediately fell in love with, and it's Cardamon Coffee. Now this is, again, a gourmand fragrance, but it doesn't have like a creaminess to it. It's very aromatic, very spiced. It kind of smells more like a coffee rub or like a deep espresso that has like these beautiful kind of like cardamom spice, just aromatic quality to it. Cardamom in fragrances I really enjoy, and I love seeing it present in like fruity fragrances or present in like woody aromatic scents. It adds a beautiful, unique touch to scents, but at the same time it can be overpowering when it's on its own. And that's with this fragrance. This can probably be considered one of the more challenging fragrances from Guerlain Perfumes, but at the same time I find it to be really enjoyable and really beautiful for me personally, which is why I chose this scent. It kind of smells like you're drinking coffee and you're just eating all the candy because you have no trick-or-treaters. These next two fragrances are considered, again, other powerhouses and hyped fragrances within the community, but at the same time they can be a little bit challenging for some people, so that's the scary aspect of them. And you can also wear these at home whenever you want. I wear these a lot at home, but they're really, really good. If you're stuffing your face filled with candy, you can wear whatever you want, but if you're looking for something a little bit more challenging, a little bit more thoughtful in regards to something scary and maybe you wouldn't wear every day, these two fragrances are really good. So the first one is Encre Noir, and you're gonna think to yourself, what? But we've talked about Encre Noir before, and within the community there is this idea that this is both a masterpiece and can be challenging for some people because of the level of like deep, muddy vegetal vetiver in here. And that's kind of like why I thought of this fragrance. It is gorgeous, one of my favorites, one of the best vetiver fragrances out there in my personal opinion, even amongst its flankers. But the reason why it can be more scary or challenging or something you might want to wear at home while you eat candy is because of its inkiness, its muddiness, and not everyone is really gonna want to smell like damp earth or something kind of like inky and moist. And I think that although this is something I like to wear all the time, it's not for everybody. So if you're looking for something scary but accessible, challenging but also appropriate to wear everywhere, but you're gonna sit at home and shove your face filled with sugar, Encre Noir is great. Another fantastic fragrance, again, is considered a hyped fragrance within the community. A lot of people really enjoy this scent, they gravitate to it, but some people have a real issue with it too, is Santal Royale from Guerlain. Same thing with Encre Noir, except not vetiver. This is one of the more challenging fragrances from the house. It's really beautiful, it's complex, but it can be a little hard to wear sometimes and hard to understand, and it has kind of like a mystery to it, which I really enjoy, which is why I chose this fragrance. So these next two fragrances are fragrances that are wearable, easy to wear, easy to find, great scents that just kind of smell a little spooky, a little spoopy, but also, you know, would be nice if you're shoving sugar in your face with the rest of your family. It's not going to scare everybody away, but it can smell a little bit themed for Halloween. The first one is Dark Cherry and Amber from Banana Republic. Now this one just smells really beautiful. It's got that gorgeous cherry note in there, and I think it just kind of smells like a really beautiful hard candy, but again, kind of like the mysteriousness of it can be a little kind of like family friendly spookiness. And then we have Sangue from Cinis Labs. This is gorgeous. I've talked about this one before. It just kind of smells like you're burning incense to ward off evil spirits, but you also smell really sexy and a little sweet and sultry and mysterious. So say if you're at home with your partner and you're trying to eat candy and then you're gonna try to eat each other, this might be the scent that you wear. It is great. So I have 4 more fragrances. I have 4 fragrances to kind of get you in the mood for Halloween. So you're eating your candy while you're waiting for trick-or-treaters. These 2 are the more scarier ones, and then the other 2 are the more sweet ones. So these are the tricks and those are the treats. So the trick fragrances to wear at home while you're shoving sugar into your mouth is going to be Black Sheep from House of Matriarch. Now, the reason why I chose this one is because of how beautiful it is. This is such a good scent, and it just smells like wool. It has this kind of beautiful, cool, I've described it when I talk to you guys. It's kind of like straw, like hay. It's hard for me to describe because I would just describe it as smelling like wool. I did a whole review on this. I did a much better job explaining it then. But the thing is like, this fragrance reminds me of my mother because she actually spins wool and washes wool and dyes wool. So like when I smell wool, I associate it with my mom. So this is a very sentimental fragrance for me. It's a very artisanal take on something that's challenging but still wearable and beautiful. And Black Sheep isn't going to be for everybody, so if you're interested in it, definitely at least purchase a sample and try it out. It's definitely worth experiencing. But for something that's kind of scary and spooky and spiritual and just smells really great and kind of gets you in the mood for the spooky season, I think Black Sheep is just excellent. It's just a very, I would say very avant-garde, artisanal fragrance, but at the same time, it has some uniqueness to it as well. I haven't smelled anything fragrance-wise that smells like Black Sheep, and Black Sheep is a successful perfume that smells really good on the skin, but is also a unique experience as well. So if you wanted to kind of get in the mood for spooky season as you're sitting on the couch, it is a great fragrance for that. And the next one is from the Perfume Parlor, and it is Forest. And this is actually my scent of the day. I love this fragrance. It smells like a forest, and I think that's kind of why I chose it. It smells like a haunted forest. It smells like something sinister and dark and kind of gloomy. There's a fresh greenness to it, which is really nice. So if you usually have like a test of courage, or if you live in an area that has lots of trees, and so when you go out trick-or-treating, you had these beautiful, cool, crisp air, bunch of kids running around in costumes, and you just can smell the trees and the breeze, and it kind of like gives you that idea of what Halloween is smell-wise, just the outdoors, but you're inside and you still want to experience it. I think this is a great fragrance, and I'm actually going to be doing a overview on the Perfume Parlor. I only own 4 fragrances from them, but I definitely want to talk about them because they're an indie house that I really enjoy a lot. So the forest is a part of this list. So those are the tricks, and now to the treats. So I could only think of chocolate for treats, so I have 2 of the best chocolate fragrances that I personally think are just excellent. First, you see this one on my, both of these are part of a lot of lists. Hellanut from Xyrena, a gorgeous, just delicious chocolate hazelnut, very creamy, milky scent. This is what you will smell like the next day, just because you will be overloaded with chocolate. It will ooze from your skin. You will wake up and you will just smell like this without even putting this on. But do put this on. This is really sexy and great. And then the last fragrance is Wicked Good from Gallagher Fragrances, just because this is probably one of the best chocolate fragrances and vanilla fragrances I've ever smelled. It is gorgeous. So again, this smells like delicious candy that you're going to be shoving into your mouth, but it does have a little bit of a mystery to it to get you into the Halloween spirit. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was something fun to do. These videos, I've only done 2 of them, but I'm definitely going to be doing them more frequently. It's hard for me to really kind of figure out exactly what I want these lists to be, but that's part of the fun of it. It's coming up with something on the fly. It's doing something random that somebody hopefully hasn't thought of, but at the same time, it's fun, and these videos are not to be taken seriously. They're just for entertainment and good sport. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you agree with any of these fragrances on this list, let me know, or if you have other scary fragrances that you're going to wear on Halloween night and just sit around and eat candy. Let me know what those fragrances are. I would love to know which ones you guys recommend as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love seeing this channel grow. And I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I also hope you all have a very happy and safe Halloween. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm trying to make both all 4 of my eyes wink. Anyway, bye guys.